Welcome back, my friends, to Let's Play Langrisser 2, where the ships pursued, as we embark upon Scenario 19, the battle at Mireil Harbor. After Elwin and his party saved the village from the Dark Princess and her dragon, the grateful villagers informed them of preparations going on at the Imperial port in Mireil. Elwin decided that they would obtain a ship from this harbor town, thereby enabling them to quickly reach Velzeria by sailing through the direct channel. Conditions for victory? On the edge of my seat! Oh yes, we have to defeat General Imelda within 23 turns. If it sounds like a lot, it kinda is, but as you may expect it, there is a catch. This wouldn't be a terrible battle to buy some amulets. I don't think we really need them though. Just something to keep in mind that extra magic defense is never terrible. But the Mirage Robe is really your best bet for that. And then we have the Angel Wing as well, which I may want to give to Hein now that he is a summoner. That's right guys, feel free to rub your hands together with me, we finally did it. Now we're going to give him the Iron Boots, which do drop his movement down, so we countered that with the Speed Boots. It's going to let him summon something interesting, something that you may have seen before. Someone rather. Probably going to just leave that carbuncle on Keith again. Scott, level 8 Magic Knight. Jessica, level 2 Archmage with Meteor. They grow up so fast. Definitely can sell some of this stuff, I'm thinking. So yeah, that crown there, like the necklace, boosts command range and the troop stats. Focuses more on attack, whereas the necklace is more about their defense, so whatever you need more. Once we get him in the water, Lester's men should do very well with that crown. But we're going to balance him out with some Elvis this time too, because we're going to have some aerial units to contend with. Jessica is just going to get 4 phalanx to guard her. Scott is going to pitch in, help Hein get to that level 2 as quick as we can, so they can actually make use of his magic. Unleash his full potential finally. Maybe give Jessica some second thoughts about training him. Because he does need a tutor. He's still rough around the edges, wet behind the old ears. Elwin is just going to get a few men to help out, contribute for the early stages, and then we'll have another mission for him. This is one of those fights where there's a lot going on if you want to make the most of it. Secret items, secret location, and other surprises, quite possibly. And this brings us to position. One of the most important components to any sound strategy. That's why it's always nice to have some units who can fly, or high mobility, like Aaron currently still with those speed boosts. Can sit them in the back, and they'll catch up quick. Imelda, trying to get away, but she couldn't quite make it. Got slowed down. Technical difficulties is never fun. I know a little bit about that at this point. And anybody who's been watching the series. It's the Imperial ship. And the heroic music is playing. Our chests are soaring as high as the clouds. There's nothing we can't do. We're high on life and justice. So let's move it. That box south of Keith is hiding our first secret item, so we're going to pick that up on turn 2 in a hurry before I forget about it. It's going to be a minute, but Lester is eventually going to make his way to the water, where he can unleash the beast from within. This is why it's good to give him elves on a battlefield like this. They can vouch for him on land while the mermen sneak in from the sea. And Aaron there, again, you can see why I gave him those speed boosts. Because a knight class, particularly highlander, with that +2 movement, he might as well have wings. I love this song, I can't stress it enough. La 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 la. So here's the plan, Capitans. Jessica, Cherie, and Elwin are gonna head straight to take that first group. Scott and Hein are gonna stay back because there's something in the works. That's all I'm gonna say. But in the meantime, we're gonna get them in position to prepare for a possible arrival. It's been scheduled. Will it go through? I'd say it's pretty likely. Advanced knowledge is always a plus in this sort of situation. And thankfully the ballista somehow can get up on the rooftop along with the phalanx. I don't know how they managed that. It must have took all of them to get that thing up there. Or, you know, whatever methods they used to build the Great Pyramids, maybe they employed that to get them up there. What do you guys think? Some ancient crane machine? Levitation? You tell me. Okay, once again we've got a lot of ballistas, keep that in mind. So Lester's elves are probably not going to be around for too long, because they're going to get flanked by those dragon knights, those griffins probably. We'll see how it goes. So you get to hear more of a Meldus theme, that's good because it kind of got overshadowed in the last fight that it was in. Kind of alright with this. Little shout talk here. Again, I don't want to get too eager. I'm gonna try to get everybody closer together, a little more consolidated before I start striking with Cherie. That's right, just form that wall. And as much as possible, stay within the blue. Those that can do. Those that won't, watch. Guard. Not that it's probably needed. And Elwin's kind of lagging, but that's what the Dragoons are for. Should make short work of those armored soldiers. And just keep climbing up here with these guys. Definitely want to make sure the ballists are surrounded. They will be easy prey when the time comes if I'm not careful. Look at that, this has turned to an Aaron just that quickly caught up with the main group. It's insane, I know. And he's leaving his men behind. It's gonna take him a minute, but it's fine. Lester's still behind too, so they're safe. They won't get targeted. Because you know the enemy, that AI, it's hard for them to resist troops outside of their commander's range. This is one of those fights that feels a little open-ended in the sense that there's no guaranteed best solution to deal with everything. I mean, you've got griffins, so you might want to bring archers and ballista. Oh, by the way, there's the aura. What is an aura? No, it's not somebody's soul. Well, actually, I guess it kind of is in this case, because when we give that to a summoner, it's going to allow them to conjure up a thing that we'll be seeing very soon. Not this battle, clearly. Gotta equip it first. It's an accessory that also boosts a commander's attack by 2, so pretty useful. Pretty much know I'm going to give that to when the time comes, but until then. But what was I about to say? Right, with this battle, you know, you've got a lot of griffins, so you might want to bring a lot of long-range attack, but you've also got ballista to keep in mind, which are easy to take down when you get in close, but you need somebody with defense to approach them. Then we've got the phalanx there, so you might want to bring some soldier classes. But you've got the armored soldiers right up front here, so you might want to bring some knights. And then Imelda herself is really tough. So that might be a commander's only battle there. I mean, if Elwin went there with his dragoons, he could probably take care of her, but he's not going to be doing that. He's going to be somewhere else. And I'm so glad he finally has enough MP to cast Earthquake, but we don't need it just yet, and that would pretty much dry him out, so... Interested to see what kind of damage that spell's going to do, though. In the meantime, let's say hi, see how they're doing. Shake them up a bit. Unfortunately, the horseman cannot get up on top of the boxes. You know, Bliss can climb roofs, but horse can't get on a box. That's just one hop they can make. But I'm not about to waste that kind of attack power on 1 HP. Now, more often than not, every battle I'm going to give the Messiah sword to a different character. And again, just let them take center stage for a bit. Get everybody soaring high. Last battle it was Hein. This one is Cherie. Want to get her to her next class before the end of this. That should be very feasible. Because as a shaman, her experience bar is relatively small. Shouldn't take too long. I would love to get some experience to Elwin, but again, he's going to be needed elsewhere, so I want him to pitch in the early stages for a little bit and then get him out of there while there's time to do it. Because again, there is a time constraint to this battle. Remember that. Don't ever forget. We'll be fine though. We should be. Don't worry guys, I remember my notes. I've got them ready. I just have to follow them now. If I have my way, Jessica's families won't see any direct action. They're just pretty much the Costner to her Houston. And those dragoons should be okay right there. I foresee no difficulties, no calamities, no catastrophes, because there's nobody here. What am I doing? I'm wasting your time? No. Patience is still a virtue. At least I'd like to think. Now the bullets are well out of harm's way on the rooftop. They should be okay. Can let the phalanx breathe a little bit. And then, again, take up these trees. Because if somebody does appear, I don't want them to get that plus 20%. Not on my watch. It definitely keeps Scott surrounded because, again, as tough as he is, his armor is not the thickest. And now that we got that first item, keep getting involved. Lester's still making his way. He's riding the slug. But a very big, nasty, Imperial devouring slug. So we'll have to let that slide. Bam, bang, bam, badidi. Doesn't make sense for a song to be this good. This whole game soundtrack, if it's possible to be in love with sounds, I am. Very much so. I'm feeling pretty confident about our relationship here. In fact, I'm feeling so confident about it, I don't even feel the need to sign a prenup. Enemy phase. Oh, she's casting heal too. 4 MP to heal a single troop, but they were 1 health, so it makes sense. I would have done the same thing actually. See? Dragoons are the strongest knight class that we have access to, so even outside of Elwin's command range, they were able to stand their ground quite admirably. Now again, I see those ballistas. I haven't forgotten about you guys. You see, they're kind of testing us, extending themselves, but they're not quite in range just yet. And see, that's the Dragon Knight's plan. They're going to draw us in dealing with them. That's going to put us within range of the ballista, and then they can hit us from both sides. From all sides, really, the way they're going. So it's a bit tricky. Now, depending on who we had here and where they were at, we could just blast everybody with magic in one fell swoop. But again, It makes it tougher to meter out the experience accordingly. It's easier to prematurely KO a group, and it might be a waste. Remember, we're going for every last drop here, so I'm going to have to take the time to plan this out a little bit. Please bear with me. Kind of wish Cherie was at 9 health and I could attack anybody without killing them. As much as I want to use Meteor, I think Fireball will have better range. It's like you could cast Meteor from further away, but the actual area of effect, I think Fireball is usually going to be better. Maybe. I could be completely wrong. Let's find out. I think that did more damage than Fireball would have done, so that was worth it. Hopefully. Her lightning was a little bit too quick. If they could have gotten to her first, she would have been at under 7 for sure. Yeah, currently Cherie's not giving her men much defense, but their attack is quite horrendous. So they're worth protecting. Keep them alive, Elder Hero. And I'm wondering if his gladiators will be able to do anything to the armored soldiers. If I weaken them with her, probably, because I don't think she'll kill them. Yeah, I didn't think so. Again, with the Messiah Sword, her attack has dropped significantly. Hers as well as her troops. Thankfully, it doesn't take a shot to her defense. If only she still had that longbow, but we had to give it up. It's far more important moving forward that she has the speed boots equipped. And I really want to keep moving Elwin. I really should keep moving Elwin. I mean, some of his men survived without him, but I don't want to get arrogant about it. And now we can make better use of them. Get them in here, see what they can do. 36 attack. Was not quite enough. But they're hurting. And still got plenty to choose from. That's unfortunate. But we have more. Just a bit of a waste of strength. And sometimes you just gotta take it one step at a time. And I didn't want to use her men originally, but they may be needed after all pretty soon. As long as she's protected, it's all the same. Because I know the enemy would love to target her when they get a chance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his gladiators can handle that. They have decent enough attack. And since nobody else can seem to reach these soldiers, I think it's going to call for that. And miraculously, we're teleported indoors for that single fight. What were we battling inside the box? If you say so, game. Yeah, they're kind of limited. More protection, please. Hey, Les. Feel like joining in? Get stalled by this group along the way, but I can't really ignore them. Actually, I think I can. The little serpent that could. And, oh, I think I might have to do this. I wanted to keep moving Keith up, but you know what? I couldn't say no. Look at that damage. High level plus carbuncle equals instant annihilation. Just about. And I think he has a wand too, so yeah. We're getting maximum output right now. Makes it easy for the mermen to clean up. Yeah, they're going to take some hits though. The lizardmen have that high attack too. But they're kind of hurting. And we can't help them. Yeah, I should be using these archers too. They're very good against lizard men, I found out. Because remember, they had that 50% in the water. Still couldn't save them. And maybe do some damage. Excellent. That's really good because he has 32 defense, but he's not in the water. Even so, that was impressive. Here's hoping I don't lose all of my archers in the next turn. In one fell swoop. No promises, no guarantees. I know it probably looks like I'm just wasting time taking unnecessary steps, but you know what, I probably am. Let's just put them on manual. You know, at least until the guests of honor arrive. Heal 2? Ooh, that's gonna hit a lot of them. Yeah. Undoing everything we tried to do. And after undoing everything we did, here comes the hammer. You know what? I actually don't think we're going to lose them. Yep, because first strike, I was counting on that. Wow, man. The lizards got their butt kicked. Should have thought twice. Okay. I think that one ballista can hit. That's about it. Oh, they'll make it. 29 is not enough. Now this might be a problem. Ooh. Not how I would have had that go. But honestly, if anybody has to lose their troops, I'd rather it be Elwin, because he's really going to be flying solo when it's all said and done. As much as I'd like to, I cannot afford to keep him in the main fight. So now that the threat has been more or less neutralized, we can start moving Keith forward and maybe give this to him. Yeah, they're there. Again, he needs those angels, so. Oh, Lester's level 9. Okay, so we definitely want to get him some experience here too. He's so close to his next class, we might as well make that happen. And maybe the next battle will focus on Keith. He'll get his level 10 then. Sounds about right. Since he seems to have a little bit further to go. I don't know why, but his experience meter is very long. And that's not going to change anytime soon, which is why it's so hard to get him to level 5. His final class. Okay, this might be a good time to use some kind of magic. If only Tornado had that reach. Again, not a good time to cast Illusion with her because she has so many men left, it wouldn't really be worth it. She'd conjure up one image. So, just pitch in where we can, weaken them up. Remove the rough spots. And then she can do that. And that's got to be a level 2, because again, double experience, level 4. I thought she was going to learn Thunder at that level. Maybe the next one. Because that is another spell we want to see on her. You know, take some of the burden off of Hein. Should be a done deal. Yeah. They managed their hits in. Fighting on top of barrels. What were they thinking? That's right. Fight us on foot. Stand up straight. Backs up. Pay attention. Just might save your life. Not that it did. Don't ever want to forget that Jessica has Force Heal 1. Very, very useful in situations like this. I usually try to say that until everybody in the group has had their turn and then cast it to heal everybody, but there are times when you can't afford to wait. Yep, 35 attack means nothing if you can't reach us, does it? There we go, attack up and thunder. That's what I was looking for. And now her magic should be at its most potent until level 10. Get to spin that wheel right round and do it all over again. Yeah, How? We're gonna lose those elves, mark my words, but it was worth it. I know they're within range of those ballista now. And on that note, let's get Aaron in here. We'll break that glass if the emergency calls for it. Get them back up to full health. Get these phalanx in the picture. There we go. Can you guys get through all of that? Something I'd like to see. It's tempting, but I don't want to attack them right now. There's a time to war and there's a time to wait. Right now we're going with B. Because it's smarter. It saves lives. And we still got this serpent knight to deal with. Now, you'd think the griffins would do a little bit better, but again, they just don't have the ATK to bring it in. But we're gonna keep going. At this point, maybe Keith can finish it up. And he does have magic, and it's very powerful. Now we're almost ready for phase 2. In order to enact phase 2, what do we have to do? Well, we're gonna have to get somebody to board the ship. As soon as we finish dealing with this group. Calm down, Beavis. Because that's all you're gonna manage. Oh, got one more in there. Couldn't reach the same target though. Spreading the damage. It's an acquired taste. What's this? Oh. Yeah, see, this is the point where you want to be able to distinguish between wizards and archmages. Wizards are manageable. Archmages, they're a little bit nastier because they have meteor. And they give their troops higher attack. And they have higher attack themselves. So, gonna have to be a little bit careful around him. And this is when the men start to fall. In rapid succession. Yeah. There was no way. It's fine. That's why you bring troops. Nothing Big Red can't handle though. Yes. Yes. Now hopefully his dragoons can keep up. Excellent. They should be able to finish this one. Because it wasn't going to get any easier. Not at the moment. Now, as much as I can afford to, I'm going to want to keep throwing things like attack and protect on Cherie's group. Because they really need the boost. At the same time, we can't fall off of healing duty completely because look at us. And with that in mind, might as well make use of that range, right? Was not expecting it to go that far. Lester can do it instead. Cast Protect, I mean. And Keith let's see how Tornado does. I'm not sure what spells he'd be weak to. Okay. Tornado, apparently. Alright, this is excellent. He's going to be level 9 before the end of this. Well on his way to his 4th class. So we can focus on Lester a little bit more, make sure he gets there too. Which he will. Because we have elves. And they can reach. But do I want to put them in harm's way? Hey, that's why we're here. Good job, man. And hey, they can reach some griffins too. Now I'm definitely gonna lose them if I do that. But you know what? It's gotta happen. Too many bodies on the battlefield. Gotta cut that number down. And just make sure we keep the merman in the water. Well, they'll be much harder to take down. Thinking we can kind of swing Lester around the other way. Pick off the ballista. With the terrain in our favor. And, alright, we need to be boarding this ship, so let's be about that. That's good. As much as I like Shaman, it's not the best attack animation because of its speed. It's very slow, so yeah. Class change, Cherie, are you in the mood? Definitely would like to see that come about. And that's why I gave her the Messiah sword before Elwin, because again, he's sitting pretty. He will manage just fine. Actually, Lords have a slow attack animation too, but the way that it travels is a little bit more effective in most situations, so. You know, because when it hits, it does all the damage in that one blow. Hers is evenly distributed, more or less. To be fair, I would imagine it does take a great deal of energy to summon lightning, so certainly wouldn't think less of her for it. Now this should put him on life support. Yeah, ooh, perfect. And if we can soften up these ballista with meteor, keep them off of everybody else's back, I think that'd be the way to go. I'd rather if she didn't take out the one, but it's fine. Because we shouldn't be neglecting Jessica completely either, right? Okay, definitely not attacking the Saint with them. If they had Protect and Attack up, the Gladiators would probably be able to manage something. And that's why you go with your first thoughts. Said I wasn't going to attack her, I did anyway, and that's what happens. So yeah, let's not do that. You know, that's the difference between a slow lightning attack and a quick lightning attack. But we gotta remember, Cherie is a 2nd level right now. The Saint is a 4th level class, I believe, so they had the same attack. That would kind of be broken for Cherie. At that stage of the game. Heal 2? Yep. Thanks. And it hasn't had its turn yet either, so where's it gonna go? That's kind of what's on my mind right now. Oh, probably for Cherie's group. And there go the elves. We saw this coming. Still working. Oh, them two though? Really? Ah ha ha. But I'm not gonna say anything. I'm learning my lesson. I'm on hush mode. You just had to target the commander who's weak to magic. Thanks. So tempting to edit out the audio here and replace it with that Mortal Kombat theme from the 90s, but I must resist. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have brought them so close to them. Oh, look at you. They made that arrow count, though. Wow. Oh, come on, this isn't right. This is genocide. You see how they're systematically targeting the archers? It's not cool. But we know why. Gotta give them credit. Unlike Cherie, they do their homework. I'd kind of like to know where Imelda's headed anyway. I mean, is she going back to the Empire because the Emperor's gone? There's got to be all kinds of insurrections going on over there right now. Leon is MIA, as well as Laird. So what is on her mind? I know she's not off to Bozelia, is she? I mean, I'm sure some would want to avenge their Emperor, but she doesn't seem like the type. And that was kind of a waste of time, huh? Okay. That's not. Ah, here we go. Hopefully, let's see if this counts as boarding the ship. I hope it does, because I really want that event to trigger. And judging by that background, I would say it does. Hopefully. Yes. That's our cue. And theirs as well. Look at that group. And we were just talking about Laird. Yeah, why is he here? I mean, to help her, but why? Oh, Leon is in the middle of a mission. What on earth could that possibly be? Okay. Explosions off screen. It's always amusing. Okay. Ah, that mage is blocking the path. Our horses can't get through. That's a shame. Aaron really needs to be healed. But first. Aha. I figured we'd lose them, but taking advantage of the fact that he has that slow animation in his attack just like Cherie, lets us get our hits in first. And that's how you use it to your advantage. Now, Keith, we still need you. I know you're feeling pretty good about yourself, but this isn't the time to slack. Because with that, you can take out those griffins, yes. And put a massive hurt in on everything else within range. Oh. He always runs out at the worst times. There we go, 37 attack right now, that's not bad at all. Doing quite well for himself. Like a fine wine, this man. And I think she's pretty safe. There's always a possibility that Dragonite's gonna gun for her, but I think we'll be alright. That'll have to be good enough for them. And okay, it's all on Lester now. Yeah, I wanted to advance, but you know what? I can't say no. Perfect. Was really just worried about that Dragon Knight in the middle. So there's pretty much no chance he's going to go for Jessica now. Unless he gets killed by that Saint, which is something that I didn't keep in mind. Level 9. That's what we like to see. Do I give it to Lester or do I save it for the princess? I guess we give it to Les. He needs love too. Which I've been told is level of violence. But hey, class change achieved. He can become a Silver Knight, a Serpent Lord, or a Paladin. Now, Paladin is actually kind of tempting. Pretty good class, but you know what? You guys already know, there's no choice. Gotta go with the Lord of the Sea. Yeah, and make use of that fine command bonus he's getting now. So with this group, I can't say no to that range. Level 8 Griffins should hurt a lot. Yeah. Half health. I'm okay with that. And then we don't want to forget about Laird here. Loosen them up a bit and let the Phalanx go to town. Let them take a trip to another dimension. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. And these Ballista. Yep. Just gonna keep everybody in check. Reach out and crush them. They should be able to finish this off. Yep. 34 attack. Actually looking at this, the Phalanx and Berserkers are the only enemy units who can climb the roof. So, Ballista should be safe. So many choices. Who to hit first? Because even though it's looking like we have the advantage right now, this would be a terrible time to get careless. Especially where Scott's concerned. Yeah, we don't have to let Hein get all the experience. But see, that's another reason why I was hesitant to attack with them, because I know that their defense is not going to hold up. So I'm only going to get one use out of them, really. One strike. So let's make it count. And it's not like he's scrawny. I mean, he can defend himself. It's just those Phalanx, they could take him down. Type advantage, you know. Can't forget. Now there's an image. Alright, I think that's good for now. I'm not too worried. Let's see if they can give me a reason to be. I was afraid of that. Please don't go after Jessica. Please. Kinda left her exposed. Yeah, she could withstand that. Oh, okay. They're gone. At this point, Keith doesn't really need the troops though, so. Oh, and you know what? I need to pay attention to the turns too. Okay, we still got time. There is another secret item here that I haven't picked up yet. There's also a location on the map that opens the entryway to the next secret scenario. So, with that in mind, we're going to have to start moving Elwin to that spot on the map sooner than not. Because it's in the water naturally, which is going to slow him down. And then there's the turn limit, which is why he has the speed boots. If you want to go to that battle, it's a good idea to give him the speed boots. Get that increased movement. Don't forget about it. But we still have a little bit of time. So glad he chose to do that. And now he's surrounded by people that can take him down without too much of a sweat. And Laird's getting involved. As long as Scott is surrounded. We gotta make this quick though. Because he can cast healing, right. He's a lord, but a level 10 lord. And that's a very good question. Why are Imelda and Laird helping Bozel's forces? Shouldn't they be enemies? They did sort of kill Bernhardt. Or let him die. And it was his dying wish. Yeah. I would question that decision too. But that was a nice little comeback from Laird. I like that. Alright, well. Let's not keep him waiting. But I want to deal with this group first. Hopefully I don't regret this. Probably should have gotten rid of the Dragon Knight first, but it's fine. Oh, yeah, I definitely should have gotten rid of the Dragon Knight first, because then I could have used her troops there. Whoops. Oh well. Might be time for another meteor. Yes. And now he's out of range of the Saint, who can't cast heal on him. Well, she probably could reach him, but she couldn't heal both of them. That's the thing. So if I attack with him, now I'm gonna treat. And can just heal those two if I do that. I kind of want to attack with Elwin, but he's too low. I really need to do something in case he gets hit with another blast. So I really need to start moving these guys up so they can get involved. Still contributions to be made by you too. Don't fall asleep at the wheel now. And might as well. Don't be fooled by the bridge, he's still getting that 50%. And again, he's so close to level 10, might as well give him a little bit as well. The way I figure typically when you give somebody the Messiah sword, might as well make the most of that double XP, give them as many kills as you can, but there's no need to go to extremes with it. It's a fine line. Well, we don't. And we won't, because it's not going to happen. You can have the Griffins, though. Take it as a gift from me. Oh, can't quite reach. I was counting on that. Oh well. Let's finish up over here. Another tornado? Let's do fire this time. Get a little bit more range. That's good. The sooner Laird's out of the picture, the better off we'll be. Down they go. And we're not done. Spears upside the head. That's what you get for following a dead man. A dead man who is going to destroy the world ultimately if given the chance. Oh sure, he says conquer, subjugate, unite. Yeah. Air quotes, unite the world, yeah. Heard that one before. Well, I've got news for people like him. The world doesn't need to be unified. Get a clue, it already is. It's just up to us to get along with each other. But everything else is in place. Everything we need for a thriving population has been in place for Longer than we can remember. So let's get our acts together. And I'm sure we're setting a fine example here for peace, as we just rip through them like a spring lawn. Oh, the humanity. Are you done? Yes, you are. Just one thread down. Now we really just need to get rid of these phalanx so Scott can breathe easy and get involved. And we'll be all set. Oh, there we... Oh, wow. I just caught that. Why did Laird bring a lord to this fight? Is that all that the Empire had left? Have we wiped them out that much? Look, +2 attack, +4 defense. Are you serious? You better go home with those kind of stats. You're wasting everybody's time. I wish I'd seen that earlier. Okay, I was worried about Scott. He's fine. He is A-okay. Completely. Guess it's gonna have to be these three, because I have to include him in that. Alright, maybe I'll actually bring Elwin back and have him deal with the Saint, since he's got to start heading that way as it is. Because pretty soon, it's gonna be time for his mission. Officially. His mission to find the hidden location. And we're gonna send Keith to retrieve that second secret item in just a bit. There's no real rush though. More or less just saying it so I don't forget. Because it's happened before. I actually had to redo this battle once because I forgot to pick it up. Yeah, not fun. And you know, the battles that you have to restart for whatever reason, those are always the best ones. Everything goes smooth, just handing out the ass kickings. You know, everybody's living, getting good levels, good experience, and then to do something stupid like forget to pick up an item. It all gets washed away. Things happen. Oh, but if you could have seen the look on my face when I realized what I did. But anyway, onward we go. Onward we go. Okay. Really need to start moving Elwin back. Really need to take care of that dragon. And Elwin doesn't have enough right now. Yeah. What we can do is knock her down. Not definitively, but close. And then maybe move her in. Well, first, let's see if she can take him down. There you go. Ah! But look what she has left. Make it happen. Perfect. They are no longer needed. I mean, I'd like to keep them around, but from this point on, she's good. I could give it to Aaron, actually. He's at level 8, close to level 9. Yeah. Elwin honestly doesn't need it right now. He really doesn't. It's going to be so easy to catch him up later on. I'd really rather focus on everybody else. As bad as that may look, I know he's the hero. He's our leader, but yeah. That was worth it. So close to that class 4 for Aaron now. Just gonna really be on the fast track after that. Okay. Things got a little messy for a bit, but starting to catch back up. as we tend to do. Decisions. You're just gonna attack, I think. Bing. Denied. And I really don't want to put them on land. And we're getting him well away from those arrows. And his griffins. And back to the west side. Hein. Yes. What did you think of that? And was that a level? Yes, it was. And look at that. Meteor and summon all in one level game. Ah, fantastic. But that's the level we wanted. He can officially summon. Good times, good times. See if we can take Laird back down to 7. I don't want to attack with the phalanx, they might do too much damage. Seven. Yes. Perfect. All I was looking for. Okay, we're completely fine now. What's funny is if you're playing Langrisser, Hein's attack animation, there's a summoner. It's actually very close to the attack he has as a beginning. What is he? Start out as not magician. What is it? Sorcerer? Warlock. His starting class of Warlock actually has that attack animation in that game, which makes dealing with enemies much easier for him in the early stages. So, yeah. Not sure why they made that change, but definitely helps him out. Because look at how long it took us to get to this point. Yeah. Not even a challenge. And Scott also close to level 9. He'll definitely have it by the end of this, if only for the fact that they give everybody that little bonus at the end for making it intact. I'm kind of alright with that. Yeah, they have 32 attack with her, so... these things will happen. But it's alright, as long as we get a couple of them in there. Honestly, we don't really need the merman at this point. Lester has made it to his 4th class. Really want to focus on Cherie now. Still, respect. It's pretty impressive. And was it just me, or did I just see those mermen slip on a pair of shades? Ugh, my eyes, I tell you. Okay. My recommendation in this battle, around turn 10 or so, you really want to start moving Elwin this way. If you want to make it to that secret location in time. And again, I'm pretty sure he has to be the one to trigger it. You can't send just anybody, because that, you know, would be too easy with a dragon knight and all. So just keep that in mind. I think turn 11 is like your limit. If you don't start moving about turn 11, or if he's not already in position, you can pretty much forget about making it. Even though 23 turns sounds like a lot, treading across that water, it's going to slow him right down. I'm going to be patient, because knowing that we can't finish the battle until Elwin makes it, there's really no reason to rush with anybody else. And on that note, why attack with Aaron there? Doesn't seem like a great idea. I'm sure he would survive, but is it really worth it? What do we have to prove here? heal up Keith a little bit before we send him on a fetch quest. Seems to be the one who gets stuck with all the menial duties. But hey, he's a team player, so no worries. I know he's not going to hold it against us. And now these two can play the catch-up game. Definitely not attacking Laird with Scott. But hey, maybe with an Aniki. Haven't seen these guys in forever. And it's just like the ones we fought in the first secret scenario. And look at this, he comes with Magic Arrow and Earthquake. How lovely. But we just want to attack, see what he can do. And that's what makes him so amazing as a summon. Just like when we fought them, they get that first strike attack. That instant flash of death. KOs most, but Laird is tougher than your average knight. As demonstrated there. Wow. Gotta be honest, I was expecting a little bit more. But that's what the Griffins are for. And down you go. That'll definitely be a level. Oh, we chipped his helmet. And Imelda being unusually appreciative of someone else. Which, if nothing else, is an indication of how fearsome Leon is. Out of sheer respect for him. It's nice to know that she regards some lives other than her own, though, regardless of the reasons. But I'm pretty sure Leon is unanimously respected in the Empire. And why wouldn't he be? Not only is he powerful, but he puts the good of the nation before his own wants and needs. To a degree that we haven't even seen in full yet. Because you guys already know we're going to be seeing him again. Oh yeah. And Laird as well. Maybe next time they'll be together. We'll see. And what does he have in mind anyway? Because Laird said Leon's on a mission. He wasn't there to defend Bernhardt, which you would expect. And neither was Egbert. So something big is going on. Something. They're not done yet. We may have cut off one of the Hydra's heads, but it seems to be growing several more. That'll work for me. He's going to need more MP again. Really tempted to get Aaron to level 10 in this fight, but it's more important that Cherie gets her class change before we start the next battle. It's going to make all the difference. And you'll see what I mean shortly. Just 2 to go, too. Definitely time to use Force Heal. Yeah, making Jessica a bishop first was definitely a good way to go. Just so much utility there. And I guess we're kind of done with that side. Definitely want to heal up from that. It was pretty nasty. And it's a chance to get some more experience for Hein. Can start moving him though. Now what's sad is it's going to take Elwin so long to make that spot that it'll actually be worth moving a couple of these guys. Who are you healing? Who was she healing? What was the point? Oh. Oh well. I don't understand. Maybe some things aren't meant to be. Turn 12? Okay, we're pretty much coasting now. So, just want him to move as far as he can. Really don't need the rest of them, but that bodybuilder, definitely worth bringing along. Alright guys, from here on it's going to be a lot of catching up. I'll be back when something more significant happens. Something like this. We found the Gyaral's horn? Gyaral's horn? Yeah. Whatever it is, it's another item for summoners, but other people can use it as well to increase their command bonus. So, there you go. Told you a million times, Lester, don't let your serpent play with its food. I don't know, maybe they give it indigestion. And that's fine, because guess who we have to close the deal? Cherie and her horsemen. Oh! Except our horsemen can't reach. That's right. Because they can get on the boat, but they can't stand on the edge of it. For reasons unknown to me. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the merman can't do it either, so go figure. We expected that. Just notice Imelda has a wand and an amulet equipped, which gives her increased range and very high magic resistance. You can cast magic on her, but don't expect it to do more than 1 point of damage, no matter what the spell is. Which we will be doing. She has pretty decent attack, don't want to just rush in with anybody. Overall though, she's a pretty easy opponent compared to many. I would much rather be fighting her than Leon, I'll say that. But really, who couldn't you say that for? Alright, Elwin is pretty close to leaving the port, which is what we want. Just gotta keep moving these two. I shouldn't really bother moving them, it's kind of a waste of time, but you never know. It might make all the difference. See, meteor, soften them up. Sounds good to me. Almost takes out the ballista in one hit. When her level gets back up to 4 or 5, it probably will. And that's just ridiculous that you can one-shot enemies with magic. There we go. Level 9. Oh, she's not gonna have any problems. This is good. And he's still got plenty of magic. I can use something, but I don't need to. Because I already know she's gonna cast heal 2 on them, so let's not waste our time. That's right, I do pay attention on occasion. Just not as often as I should. So maybe we can give Aaron some more experience. Cherie doesn't need everything, does she? Well, no, but still. Besides getting her to her next class, her being level 4 or 5 again wouldn't be terrible. So, maybe I need to be about that. Things we'll deal with later. Status report. Loading of the weapons is complete. The garrison? Yeah, about that. What he said. Don't forget yourself. For this ship, your blood may be required as well. Is that a price you're prepared to pay, Imelda? Questions you should be asking yourself right around now. Oh, come on, she has 40 defense. Game doesn't seem to care though. Don't do it again. Good. Yeah, we can handle a thunder or two. I don't know about... Oh, they're gone. Oh! Okay. one of those arrows must have been bent. Had a snap in it. Something happened. You don't see that very often. I will definitely take it. And I'm running to the bank. Yeah, so this is where knights shine. On the open land, they've got no problems catching up. Indoors and water is a different story. And why am I still moving these guys? Force of habit. Now's the time to use magic. For when you don't have time to heal the people that need to be healed. Aaron could use more MP. As well as Keith. So it falls on Jessica once again to get things in motion. Look at the pretty spinning lights. Wonderful, wonderful. It's tempting. I can't say no. Go for it, Aaron. Because Cherie's doing just fine. You know what? We might still be able to get him to his next class in this battle, the way this is going. Yeah. Because he's more than halfway there. Cherie is going to get there no matter what. I think we can do it. It's working out pretty well, actually. It's nice to see hard work paying off. Because again, there are a lot of test runs behind a lot of these battles you guys are seeing. Just trying to find the optimal strategy to get the experience for who needs it. It's nice to see it working out. Because just because you have a plan doesn't mean it's always going to work. Case in point. Pretty sure they thought they were going to take them out in one go. Not so. And surprisingly, they didn't take out the easy... Oh, well. They have their choice of easy targets, so there you go. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so Elwin is pretty much going to be moving in a straight line until he gets to that corner. And it's literally going to take almost every turn that we have for it to happen. If you want to play it safe, don't wait as long as I did to start moving them that way. But again, as long as you start by turn 9 or 10, you should be okay. If nothing else, this video will be evidence of that. Right now, the ballista are our biggest nuisance. As soon as we deal with them, we'll be pretty good. Even though they're getting her attack bonus, the phalanx or phalanx, they're not really going to shine against anybody on the map right now, except for our knights, who I'm not letting anywhere near them. So we're okay. And Cherie gonna get her in there. Gonna ensure that she hits that level 10. Which you shouldn't have any problems with thanks to the science sword. Oh yeah. Her troops made all the difference. They're not with us now, but they live on in our memory. And Lester. We'll just get him in closer for magic. That's all he needs to do at this point. Don't need his merman. Maybe I can plan it out to where Aaron finishes off Imelda. That would be worthwhile. Either him or Scott. Or even Jessica, actually. She could get it. But she'd probably have the toughest time dealing with her, so maybe not. Just doesn't have the right troops, and she doesn't have enough raw power. And Imelda's almost immune to magic, so that's not an option. Okay. Obviously getting low on magic finally. That's what she gets for throwing out heals indiscriminately. It does add up. I wonder if this... Oh, there's no way the ballista are going to survive this. She's level 9. Forget it. Now I can do absolutely nothing with her from here on, and she will hit her next class. Not sure if I'm going to do that, just saying it's a possibility, it's an option. And actually, this would be a good time to have her attack Imelda, provided she doesn't cast Guild 2, because Cherie should be able to survive her hit while doing significant damage to her in return. All things we can have happen. Dee-da. Oh, Liana, where are you? You could be getting in on this fun. That's alright, we're gonna get her back. Mark my words. Yeah, we're doing it to save the whole country, the whole continent, I get that, but if we don't find her, it's all for nothing in the end. Because if you couldn't tell, Elwin's kind of sweet on her. So we gotta reunite those two. Kinda wanna make a space for that Aniki. If anyone's gonna take any hits, let it be him. And after all the grief they gave us in that scenario, it's only fair. Another way to get some experience. And I have to remember that Cherie has healed too. So, yeah, I probably should have used her for that. You know why she's benefiting from the double experience, but it doesn't matter. Class change achieved once again. And oh boy, we get to make her a Dragon Knight. Or a rather interesting looking bishop. What is she wearing? I can't tell you. Or a mage. All fine choices. But come on, guys. Gotta go with the knight. And this is why I was so big on giving her the speed boots in time. Because now, a Dragon Knight with +2 movement? Oh, it's a done deal. And with her stats? Oh. But see, I was thinking about leaving her with the longbow. I've never tried it before. I was thinking, what if she was a Dragon Knight who could attack from a range of 3? That also sounded enticing. It's something that I'll probably do in a future playthrough for fun, but no, for the next, well, not the next battle. I think the battle after the next one, because we're kind of taking a slight detour here. Her having that increased movement is going to be very, very huge for something I'm looking to do. So, there you go. Unfortunately, she's a class below Keith, so whereas he's going to get to command angels as a Dragon Lord, she's going to be stuck with Griffins. Which is still good, but they just don't have the defense. You know, their survivability rate is pretty low. You know, think of it as a credit score, they'd be in the 200s. Which is pretty bad. Okay, keep using that magic. By the time we get to you, maybe you won't have any left. Oh, probably not. It's going to take at least 3 more turns to get him there. At least. So from this point, I think it's just a game of getting everybody in close, getting back some health, some magic, and moving Elwin in. Nothing else to see at this point, so I'll bring you guys back in just a bit. How about now? You still need more time. Where do you find these people, Imelda? Yeah, works out for us. It looks like enemy reinforcements are approaching too. So we're gonna have to deal with them in a bit. And how ridiculous is that? You see where we had to put him in order to trigger that? I don't know what they were thinking. And no, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. We do have multiple Dragon Knights thanks to the illusion spell. It amuses me. Okay, so it's time to strike. I'm thinking we're gonna hit her with just about every spell that we have, and then let Cherie or Aaron finish it out? Okay, probably Cherie. Now that I look at where Aaron's at. Probably should have gave it to Aaron. Maybe I still can. You know, I'd kind of be okay with Hein getting it too. Because even though he's his final class, he's not going to be at his max potential until he hits level 4 or 5, so. But no. To the elder hero, it's gotta go. Shouldn't have any problems making it down there with that movement, so. Just soften her up nice and good. Get her extra squishy. You know? Get them out of the way. Because she's just gonna heal anyway, not gonna attack them. That's right, we're not holding back, giving her everything. She's earned it for all the headaches she's caused. And not the slightest sense of remorse in her either, so. Oh, really? Okay, I guess the ship counts as interior, which of course slows down horses, so that's the only explanation because we've seen his movement. Do I really want to? I don't think they can do it. Especially not with an attack or defense boost. So guys, it's going to come down to the last turn, I'm thinking. In case I've made a mistake, I'm going to save the game, but I'm pretty sure as long as we defeat her on the 23rd turn, we'll be okay. But Keith is a backup just in case I'm wrong. Because how shameful would that be? Now, it looks scary, but it's not over. The game's just trying to spook us there. We're okay. But this is it. It's now or never, literally. So we're gonna do the same thing we just did all over again. Except this time, just in case, should I need those gladiators, gonna get them primed and ready. And now we can go back to the magic. Go back to the pain. Soften her up with Cherie. That was perfect. I was not expecting her to take as much damage, so Imelda, I didn't give her enough credit. So, I think at this point I'm pretty safe to send Aaron in there. But I'm not going to leave it to chance. We're going to get her down to 1. And that's the only benefit to an enemy who has high magic resistance. It makes it very easy to predict how much damage your magic's going to do to them. So we can control the situation. Aaron. I don't know what being a woman or being beautiful has to do with anything, but certainly didn't serve you too well. This is why I always put personality first, but that's just me. Who cares what you look like if you're ugly inside? But enough of her, she's done. And unlike Vargas, I don't feel the least bit bad about it. We're heading on to our second secret scenario, but before that, Aaron class change achieved. Our hero. Paladin is a pretty good class. They have access to angels, which I do love, but it's gotta be Swordmaster for reasons you'll find out soon enough. And Jessica learned Blizzard, I saw that. Moving on up you. It's gonna be it for now. Please join me next time where we engage our second secret scenario. And it's gonna be just as wacky as the first one. Until then, please, if you can remember to and find the time, tell someone you love them. And have fun, have a ball, have them all. And hopefully, I'll see you soon.